Hello everyone, welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Friday, October 20, 2023. On this episode of General Hospital, Kevin tries to persuade Spencer to confront reality, Valentine comforts Anna, and Laura tries to get Charlotte to open up. He surprises Charlotte, whom he had taken out of school early, with Laura's homecoming at Valentine's. As soon as Charlotte recognizes her grandmother, she inquires about her uncle Nicholas. He is traveling, and Laura says she is unsure about his return date. Valentine claims he needs to run some errands, but will let them catch up. Charlotte's expression alters as Valentine departs. If she's concerned about her father, Laura asks. Charlotte believes her father worries about her, even though he has never let her out of class early. In order to spend time with her before returning to her job, Laura claims she asked him to. With her grandmother returning, Charlotte said she doesn't feel as isolated, in an embrace. Charlotte needs to know she is not alone, says Laura. She claims to have her father and her. Charlotte acknowledges that's all she has because she doesn't have any school buddies. Her old acquaintances have moved on and are now keeping their distance because she believes she has been absent from Port Charles for too long. Although Charlotte claims it's different because he's a boy and she doesn't have another girl to talk to, Laura acknowledges that she is aware that he has Jake as a buddy. She wants a friend to hang out with, but Papa is never free. He spends a lot of time with Anna, as Laura is aware. Laura queries her daughter's opinion of her father being with Anna when he returned home. That, according to her, was merely a stopgap measure until her dad purchased them this home. She inquires about Laura's opinion on the residence. What does she think of it? Laura wonders. Charlotte recollects overhearing her father tell Anna that he bought the house for her, for the two of them. She tells her grandmother that having a home to themselves is all she has ever desired. Laura is aware of her tight relationship with her father, but she also has first-hand experience with adolescence. Charlotte is told by Laura that when she was her age, she made some very serious errors, and her great-grandmother Leslie was the one who intervened to save her. In the same way that Leslie was for her, she wants to be there for Charlotte. She claims that she will listen if Charlotte has something to say. After pausing, Charlotte simply states that she is happy her grandmother is returning because she missed her. They kiss, but Charlotte appears to be torn. At the Metro Court, Anna expresses her gratitude to her bodyguard for keeping an eye on her and inquires as to whether he noticed anything odd while she was with her companion. He affirms that no threats were visible. Anna acknowledges she didn't want to return to her apartment, where she feels confined and alone, when Valentine shows up to meet her. She feels helpless as she waits for whatever is after her to attack, like a sitting duck. He claims she has other options, but she can't stay with him and endanger Charlotte. He claims she has people here she can turn to, despite Anna's insistence that everything is okay. She won't impose on her pals or put their safety in jeopardy. She must track down her pursuers and stop them. Anna believes that her role as a double agent is to blame for causing her to experience this. Valentine claims that this is not her fault and that the assailant is only seeking revenge. She queries why he believes it's about retaliation rather than justice. He tells her that the reading of Victor's will was the beginning of this, and he believes Victor's assailant is going for her. Gregory and Alexis question Judge Kim about his contact with the rich Asher Alexander, whom he claims he is unaware of, in Alexis' office. She describes the excursions he went with the man in detail, outings he probably didn't declare on his taxes. She requests his opinion on this serious conflict of interest. He claims he never agreed to talk about his romantic relationships, labels this a cheap prank, and thinks it's understandable why she was barred. Gregory argues this might be resolved with a simple denial of Alexis' assertions. Alexis claims that he agreed to this and that she may publish the interview, despite Kim's assertions to the contrary. Or you could commute Drew's sentence to time served, in which case this interview won't be made public, she says. She belongs in prison with Drew, he says her, and then he rushes out. Alexis believes the judge left with the upper hand and it was a disaster. She claims that Kim has no leverage to assist Drew because she hasn't admitted to doing anything wrong. She feels that rather than going for the kill, she should have approached this as a negotiation. She acknowledges that she wanted to practice law once again and win, but she significantly hurt Drew. Gregory disagrees, claiming that she offered Kim a deal for Drew's release in exchange for holding off on doing an expose on him. She still believes she made a careless error. A phone call interrupts them. Alexis has a connection at the federal facility, and they inform her that the judge might be re-evaluating Drew's sentence. She hears Gregory say, "Nice work, counselor." When Spencer finds out Ace has a doctor's appointment, he meets Esme, Ace, and Kevin there. Esme is questioned as to why she withheld the information from him and forced him to find out by text from the doctor's office. She emphasizes that it's not a huge problem and that the pediatrician had an opening. She claims that Spencer was supposed to be with Trainer until Kevin brought her along. Although Ace's mother, she asserts that she is competent of taking care of her own son and that Spencer should be at all of Ace's appointments. Esme refuses to accompany Spencer to the appointment when a nurse summons her in. Spencer questions Kevin about the incident. He claims Esme was exercising her parental rights, but he disagrees. Spencer is going to look after his brother even though he is aware that he is not Ace's father and that their father will not be returning. Spencer is reminded by Kevin once more that he has no parenting rights. He claims that in order to care for Ace, he and Esme have been able to collaborate, and he doesn't anticipate that to change. Kevin admits to Spencer that he's trying to ignore the fact that the only person he and Esme have in common is Ace and that, as time goes on, he might have to accept playing a smaller part in Ace's life. That won't fly with him. Ace is back with Esme and is in good health. Spencer advises that they celebrate at Kelly's. Liz stops by Drew's room to check on him and see how he's doing. Although he is in excellent spirits, he is aware that his return to Pentonville is imminent. When he inquires about the boys, she replies that Cam is doing well at Stanford. She claims Aiden is still baking and intends to enroll in a Parisian pastry school. She responds to Drew's inquiry about Jake by revealing that he has a girlfriend. She claims that it's Charlotte, who appears to have matured and could be beneficial to Jake. She claims that after Franco's passing, Jake hasn't appeared as depressed as usual, and dating Charlotte helps him feel better about himself. They are interrupted by a guard, who informs Drew that his paperwork has been accepted and that he will be sent back to Pentonville. He doesn't want to put off doing this, however Liz believes there must be a way to keep him here for longer. He declines her offer to phone Carly. She shouldn't see him being dragged out in chains, in his opinion. At the yoga studio, Robert and Diane cross paths and start chit-chatting and trading insults. They understand that they have made sparring in court their standard operating procedure. Robert believes they ought to alter that. Although Diane acknowledges she enjoys his company, she does not enjoy feeling like an afterthought or a default friend. Robert advises that they continue where they left off in order to become more than just friends. She declines to go back to their previous location and reminds him of how Holly manipulated her for her purposes. She claims to like him, but she also dislikes how his background surprises her on a regular basis. There is too much hurt and dishonesty, according to Diane, for them to resume their conversation where they left off. She proposes they start again from scratch and clean the slate. He claims to accept the terms and the challenge. She advises him to view this as a game they are playing together, warning that if he makes another mistake, they won't play again. When Cody and Dante first meet, they talk about Dante's administrative leave. Cody makes the observation that everything is really convoluted and that it often seems as though the proper action results in the incorrect result. Cody informs him that Sasha is moving and that he warned her against doing so. Why didn't he let her know that he wanted her to stay? Dante queries. Cody acknowledges his error. He talked to her about how everyone makes errors, how she had taken the decision to go, and he admitted to lying to her about Mac. He claims that he was in need and didn't want her to leave. Dante regrets the events surrounding Sasha because he has grown to value her greatly. Dante asks Cody if he's going to tell Mac the truth right now before returning to filling out some papers for his leave. Cody argues that he cannot harm Mac in this manner, but Dante asserts that keeping this information hidden will complicate everyone's lives. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.